Namaste everyone. As India gears up to celebrate its 75th Republic Day today, join me in a journey back to 1950, the first Republic Day, and let's explore the incredible transformation in our agricultural and food sector. This is not just a story of progress, it's a tribute to the hard-working farmers who have fueled our nation's growth. In 1950, as India took its first step as a republic, our agricultural landscape was very different. Limited resources, traditional farming methods, and challenges in distribution defined our food system. Before the British left India, they had completely exploited Indian farming to their best benefit. The British persuaded or forced cultivators in various parts of India to produce crops that would bring them profit. Jute in Bengal, tea in Assam, sugarcane in Uttar Pradesh, wheat in Punjab, cotton in Maharashtra and Punjab, rice in Madras, and also opium in some parts of India. The British were pursuing commercial agriculture. Commercial crops sold for higher prices than food grains. Peasants began growing cash crops in hopes of clearing their debts and paying their taxes. So, as a result, after independence, India was a food deficit country. It had to import food grains to feed its people. The situation became more acute during the 1960s. The imported food had to be sent to households within the shortest period of time. The situation was then referred to as ship to mouth. In the 1960s, it was disgraceful but unavoidable for the Prime Minister of India to go to foreign countries with a begging bowl. To avoid such situations, the government motivated agricultural scientists to make India self sufficient in food grain production. As a result, high yield varieties were developed. The combination of seeds, water, and fertilizer gave a good boost to the food grain production in the country, which is generally referred to as Green Revolution. But this Green Revolution was limited to a few states like Punjab, Haryana, some parts of Uttar Pradesh, and Andhra Pradesh. Union government would then procure surplus grains and distribute it to other states. Till now, all preceding governments have launched various food security schemes such as Antyodaya Anna Yojana, Annapurna schemes, National Food Security Act, Priority Households, ration cards to the latest Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. Now the food grains are provided free of charge to about 81.31 crores beneficiaries for 5 years starting this January 1, 2024. Over the decades, India has transformed into a food surplus nation from a food deficit nation. Our granaries are full and we now produce a diverse array of crops, contributing not only to our food security but also to global agricultural markets. India is now a major exporter of agricultural products including rice, sugar, spices, cotton, oil meal cake, castor oil, coffee, cashew, tea, fresh vegetables, and fruits like grapes and mango. Rice is the largest exported agricultural product from India and contributed to more than 19% of the total agricultural export during the year 2021 and 22. One of the most remarkable aspects of this journey is the empowerment of our farmers. Through education, technology, and support programs, our farmers have become the backbone of a thriving agricultural sector. Food culture in India began to change as foreign companies arrived in Indian markets due to globalization. Within just 10 years of globalization, packaged and processed foods have become the norm. They were cheap, easy to make, and symbolized Western culture. You can find them everywhere from malls, restaurants, colleges, roadside corners, and even offices. Indian people shifted from their rich and nourishing native cuisine to having junk foods like donuts, pizzas, burgers, rolls, and wraps. Junk food has unfortunately become extremely popular and has penetrated every street in India. From large multinational food companies to small stalls, everyone is selling it because junk food is in high demand. The problem with them is that they are high in calories from sugar or fat and have very little nutrient value. The packaged food is full of artificial flavors and sweeteners. They are stabilized with chemical preservatives and are packed in a low quality plastic which causes cancer and birth defects. As we celebrate our agricultural achievements, let's also emphasize the importance of embracing our rich local food culture. Sustainable, ethical, and deeply rooted in tradition, our local food practices deserve recognition and promotion. Let's also fight hard to prevent the westernization of Indian food consumption and glorify our food culture. To ensure that our future generation can eat as nutritious and healthy food as our grandfathers did, we need to take the right steps today. We need to bring a change starting with ourselves to reduce the trend of processed food and conventionally grown food using chemicals and pesticides. We must support organic farmers and organic food brands to make sure the next generation eats naturally grown food. As we commemorate the 75th Republic Day, let's not just celebrate the progress but also acknowledge the dedication of our farmers. Together, let's continue to support and promote local food culture, ensuring a sustainable and ethical future for India. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Keep eating ethically, keep watching, and keep sharing. Jai Hind. Hashtag ethical eating with Sumed.